Aha! We're back. Welcome back, everybody. Sci-Fighter here, and gotta reconnect my USB camera because it decided it wasn't connected anymore. But we're back with some more Super Metroid. We gotta go find the Pterodactyl boy, but I have an idea. I have thoughts on where he might be. Alright, so all the way this way, I guess. We don't actually need to fight that. We don't need the health from it. Ridley Scott. Alright, let's go. I'm pretty sure he's on the far right side, and I just went to the far left elevator, so... I mean... choices were made. Let me look here. Yep, far left, and I want to go to Norfair, which is all the way over there. Is there another entrance? Oh, and I've still never figured out how to get in that spot. I have no idea. None. We've looked, we've bombed, we've done lots of things. I don't know how to get there. Okay, I'm thinking it might be better to go down the other elevator. That might be faster. No, I'm sure. June! What's going on? Well, awesome, well that's exactly where we're at. We have one boss left on this statue. I'm told its name is Ridley. Which I believe the game manual, which is the only thing I allow myself to look at. It's the SNES game booklet that used to come with games that no longer, companies no longer want to provide anymore. Alright, so we're gonna go up and around to that other, hang on a second. Yeah, I mean, it's provided with the game, you know, it's not a, oh shoot, what were those game guides? I guess they're still around. I'm trying to remember what they were called. I used to buy them a lot, for like Final Fantasy and stuff. Ice. No, I mean, there is a brand of them. I'm trying to think of the brand of the guides. Used to spend 15 bucks or whatever it was to. Oop. Got him. Yeah, I know. It's been a while. I wouldn't be surprised if there's still a thing though. Although GameFAQs has probably put them out of business. Brinstar. Oh wait, do I want to go down that one though? Where is that? Yes. Yes, that's the one I want. I believe that's the one we're looking for. Yeah. My Final Fantasy IX one when I was younger, man, that was all crinkled and creased and bent out of shape. Used the crap out of it. And which is ironic, because that's the one I never beat, still to this day. Because I've replayed that one so many times, and then I always get to the same spot. That's true. I did. Definitely did. Alright, let's juggle ourselves. We're terrible at this. Ah, crap. Shoot. I forgot we need to swing over there. Hoop. Hoop. So Final Fantasy IX, I've replayed several times. I couldn't even tell you how many. And for whatever reason, where am I going? Oh, I passed it. I got too busy talking. I enjoyed, and so I kept playing, and then I would always get to, I think, where you put in the last disc. You're supposed to fly your airship into this sphere. Oh, I guess I can turn my grappling hook off. And I always get to that part, and then for whatever reason, I get distracted with another game or something else, and I've never actually fully beat it. Where am I at? I keep passing this thing. It's underground apparently. I mean, yeah, it's not great. And then whenever I have to restart it, right? Because I'm one of those like OCD-ish kind of players. Exactly. I'm like, I don't remember exactly what's happening. I don't remember what items I have, so when I'm battling and stuff, it's just not smooth. How do I get down? And so, there we go. Yeah, so I just end up restarting the whole thing, and then by the time it takes me to get back to that spot that I've never passed, a new game would come out or something, and I'd be like, oh, I really want to play the new whatever it is. So, eventually we'll just have to do it on stream, because then on stream I actually will persevere and just pound out a game until it's done. So, maybe that's what we need to do at some point. I do have Final Fantasy VII. I've beaten that one on my before, but that'd be a good nostalgic run to do. Although I'm really just waiting for the remaster to come out. It totally helps me, man. Yeah. For the most part, that's what we've done mostly on stream. Breath of Fire. I mean, we've done like things like Castlevania and stuff, but mostly like Secret of Mana. All those we blind ran, which they're all available on my YouTube. I try to export everything that we stream, so that way. Ow. Ah, crap. I hate these things. So that way people can always go back in time if they're just looking for a blind run fix. Take that. But yeah, I only had like eight games maybe for both the NES and then 8 games for the Super Nintendo when I was younger. Let me go. Oh, these stupid plants. Let me go. Oh yeah. Hey, pizza it up. It might be what I have for lunch too, is frozen pizza. Delicious. Alright, going down, all the way. Ba-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da. Ba-dun-dun-da-da-da. Whoa. Oh yeah. Alright. Ow. Oh, you know what? We probably could have, gone, down that way through Meridia. That's what it's called, I believe. Alright, going down. Meep, moop, mop, meep, meep. Alright, now where are we headed? Oh yeah. Yeah, that big spot there. That's where we're headed for sure. Everything else looks to be completed. Yeah, as far as I can tell. Alright, so we'll head down that way. We have to go this way. We can't go like up and to the right and then down. We have to go down to the right. Because of that lava rise thing. I've been through it before. If you don't know by now, I've explained it a few times. It pigeonholes you going one way for whatever reason. Not even a good reason. Alright, where are we headed? All the way down. All the way down. Oh. Ah. Poopy pants. So I actually need to go left and down that way. Okay. I knew I needed to go down first, but take that. Oops. Nope, not that one. I need to go up a little bit more. Excuse me. Oh, that one, that's right. As blind as I can make it. I mean, I can't control when some people come in and just give unsolicited advice. But if they at least ask first, I'm like, no, wait. This game, we haven't had anything come up. Hasn't actually been in a while that somebody's given me a tip when I haven't asked. So that's been good. We have had times, though. No. Did I miss something? Must have missed something. Hang on. No, I especially if I know that I'm gonna run something, like I was about to run the Messenger, right? And then my guilty pleasure, Game Grumps, decided they were gonna go through, like, they didn't go through the whole game or anything, but there it is, that's the one. They were gonna play it a little bit, so I was like, well, can't watch that episode for a while until I'm done with the game. So I try my dangdest to make sure I'm not doing anything fishy. Oop. Yeah, it's like I said, it's my guilty pleasure. It's like, you'll notice if you stick around that I'm pretty clean talker, but man, I do like to watch Game Grumps, and they swear a lot. Not good in principle. I do swear, just not on stream. Oh. Alright, save it up. We gotta go through that lava or spikes or something. Back at Crocomire time. That one? Yes, that way. I don't have patience enough to do that, though. But I know what you're talking about. I don't think I would find too many, I think it would be bad for a stream, though. If you're mindlessly taking hours to make progress. Like, if you go back through, Simon's Quest, right? My Simon's Quest run. Buckle up, because you're about to see somebody run around for hours using every item in every place just to try to figure out where they're going, because that game does not help you at all. Oh. I think what helped me, though, was I was telling Dacid earlier, alright, so, oops, not that one. Regular bombs, please. Yeah, I think we gotta go through this up and around, or down and around, rather. That one of my first viewer-requested games that I went through was Mylon's Secret Castle for the NES. And that one's filled with freaking secret blocks. Like, that's the only way to progress, is you find the secret box and eventually you destroy enough and find the key. And going through that kind of prepared me to just buckle up and just do what I gotta do. I think I want the freeze beam in here because I might need to get through and jump on somebody's face. Oh, it's not hurting me this time around, actually. Ow. Okay. You freeze him when he sticks out a little farther? No. But yeah, if you notice, my my stream time is pretty limited. 2 hours, 3 days a week. I don't have time. I don't think people would want to follow that. I can't freeze the blast, right? Nah. Ah. Stay frozen. Can't get on his head. Oh, I don't need to freeze him. Okay. Although it does help when they're not shooting and moving. It's sticking out pretty good. Nope. Ah, I can't get on him. Oh, alright. What are we missing, guys? What are we missing? I've already bombed all the way up there on a different day last week or so. None of these blocks are disappearing. I'm kind of surprised. Very few people have even heard of that game. I never heard about it until the guy was like, "Hey, you should play this." I was like, "Alright. Check it out." I had more popular games when I was growing up for my NES. Yeah, I didn't get that one. Your Jackal, your Marios, right? All those. Ouch. I do get lucky at times, and I could see where that kind of shows. There we go, got it. We can go back through the top, but I've already bombed it all before. No, can't point up. Oh, you rented it. That's even worse, I feel, because that's one of those games where, like, you're not gonna beat it off a rental unless you're charging your parents a crap ton for rental fees. Alright. Trying to see... That should blow up any of the secret blocks, right? Like, if they're... Even if it was in the middle or something. Did we have the X-ray beam last time? Forget if we X-rayed it. I don't think so. We didn't use it down in the water, that's for sure. But let's take care of the obvious since we're up here. Getting hit by lightning outside the castle. It's been a minute, yeah. Yeah, that was a while ago that we played through that one. That was before I figured out how to, whatever was wrong with my... Twitch didn't want to export my stuff to YouTube for a while. So, like, my very first several games weren't exported, so they weren't saved at all. So, like, I've always wanted to finish, like, the Super Star Wars games and stuff, because I'm a huge Star Wars nerd, right? And so, I would go through those. Those are kind of gapped, right? Okay. I guess that's just what they look like without the lava on them. But they look like an empty space. And so I played through those, finally beat them, right? Finally beat them. I could never get too far when I was a kid. And, of course, Twitch was like, your YouTube's not fully set up. I'm like, yeah, it is. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, for no real reason, can I grapple these guys? That's another way I could get up. For no real reason, it just all of a sudden connected one time. And we've been fine ever since. But, so I lost my Faxanadu run, Mylon Secret Castle, all my Zeldas, because I never beat any of the Zeldas growing up, except for one on Game Boy Color, Link's Awakening. I think it was Game Boy Color, it might have been regular Game Boy. So that was the first one we ever beat. Getting angry at these guys. It's the only thing I can come up with. But I just can't get on the guy's head. He's got to be in the middle of the spikes. So I lost a lot of games. And it sucked. Especially the Zelda ones and the Star Wars ones are my, like, because Zelda's just popular, so it'd be good to have for the stream, right? And then, well, I guess it's more for my YouTube, but because it was a good streaming game, but you just don't see a lot of that. Like people that never went through Ocarina of Time before. That was me, but it's all gone. The very tail end of, I think, Majora's Mask got saved. Can't get any sprint momentum. I can't X-ray when I'm jumping. I mean, now that it's not killing me, it's not so bad. I gotta go and get some more health, though. Alright, we're gonna back up. I mean, it would clean your suit pretty well, right? Because all, like, the bacteria and stuff on it would get burned alive and you'd be good. So that's got to be a pretty sanitary suit. You could eat off that thing. Final Fantasy 9? Yeah. Okay. I only ever made it before the stream, anyway, before I streamed through it. I only ever made it through like the little Deku Tree part at the beginning. Like, not far at all. And so when I went through it, that was a first after the first, what? It's an hour, maybe, of gameplay? Where am I going? I went through the wrong place. Got distracted talking. I'm shooting these, I'm freezing these lava dudes, and I'm like, I don't remember passing you today. But I was busy talking. That's on me. Alright, let's go recharge our health. We're due for another break. Let's see, what time? Usually I do about 4 parts, 4 half-hour sections. I started about a half-hour late today. So we might go a half-hour late. Just because, oh. How did I pass the door? You're all so distracting. Did I come through there? Oh, okay. Gotcha. But, that was because when I played Zelda growing up, right, that was NES and SNES Zeldas. And it was, Ocarina of Time was just totally different. 3D, I didn't really care for it when I was growing up. Just wasn't good to me. It wasn't Zelda. It didn't feel right. Now that I've actually played through it, it felt fine. It felt good after a while. But I'm also used to 3D games now. When I was younger and the 64 came out and they pulled that move, I was like, I don't buy it. I don't buy it. All right. This next part we might end up having to trash because it'll be 30 minutes of me jumping around in Tang. So, I mean, if that seems interesting, more power to you. to watch me struggle. All right, we'll be right back. I just put in like a minute segment so I can find it, cut it, send it to YouTube later. So I will be right back in just a minute. Hang tight.